Hey guys, it's Trish. This is going to be your new moon in Leo report for your general predictions, your general horoscope predictions. Okay, so first off, I want to tell you guys this is a disclaimer. Okay, I'm not an astrologer. What I do is weekly predictions. This is a navigational guide. I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, and clairaudient. Okay, this is an intuitive energy navigational guide or weekly predictions. Okay, and I also want to remind you that I do swear. So if you're underage or you're sensitive to swearing, you need to turn this off right now. Okay, so hopefully they're gone and we can fucking move on. Okay, so the new moon in Leo is happening at 8 degrees on July 31st, 2019. Here in Hawaii, it's happening at 17:11 p.m. in the evening. And I do all my horoscopes and astrology according to Hawaii because, you know, it's different. In the mainland, it's moved up a couple of... it's moved up a couple of hours because we're actually behind their time. Okay, so their full moon can coordinate with other different energies, but what I did this week was I took the energies from the surrounding week, and if you need more information, I advise that you watch my weekly predictions or horoscope, which I just released, and that'll give you a little bit more complete predictions about what you're going to see, what you're going to experience, or what you're going to witness. Okay, so basically this new moon in Leo is really going to affect the fixed signs. Okay, so that would be Leo and 11. Leo and what is son of a bitch. Leo and Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus. Wow, I went brain fart there. Okay, what I usually feel is like the 5 degrees before and the 5 degrees after. I guess that would be a wide orb. My astrology program or for the chart uses 3 orbs, but I'm gonna go 5 just because there's waves, and like I said, I'm not an astrologer. Okay, so basically from 3 degrees, fixed signs, from 3 degrees to 13 degrees. If you have any planets in that sign, or if you have planets in Leo or a fixed sign, they're going to be affected. Okay, so this new moon in Leo, Leo is very bold and courageous energy. So the main titles that I got for this was Forgive and Forget, Healthy New Ways of Communicating and a Healthier Perspective, New Affection. It's also about children. Could be new children. It could be new child's play, okay, where you play like a child, because children are not jaded. They're not stressed by the daily grind, right? They're basically innocent. They haven't grown up yet, so they haven't gone through a lot of shit. Some of them have. Okay, so this is a return to yourself, a return to loving yourself and playing like a child. Now, for the last week or so, while the energy was coming in, I kept hearing Elton John, I'm Still Standing. And last week has been about your standing, where you stand. But they keep throwing the phrase in my head over and over again, you know, feeling like a little kid. So it's like childlike joy, okay, feeling young again and expressing yourself in that way, okay, playing with the child or playing like a child or being childish. That can go either way, good or bad, okay. It's all about a healthy, warm, sincere, loving expression. It's also new confidence, new confidence, okay, and it's new life, new spark, okay, and new ease or new easement, a new path, a new way, okay, new path, new street, new road, easy street, life and bloom, where you grow and flourish. And personally, I've been seeing a lot of flowers, and I've heard the word bloom several times. The flower that I've been seeing the most is a rose, okay, which is all about love, and we still are heavily in the Cancer energy, so I'm really not surprised. And the new moon in Leo is about loving ourselves, okay, so this is really all about love all the way around, trying to be love, trying to express love as a permanent thing, and I'll tell you why in a second. So the full moon in Leo at 20 degrees is going to be on February 9th, 2020. Okay, that's 320s. Okay, new. And that one's going to be at 21:33 p.m. in the evening in Hawaii. Okay, so whatever changes you are beginning to develop now at this new moon is going to come to culmination, fruition, balance, harmony, or will be ending by the full moon. How funny talking about the numbers. I didn't even notice it, but the new moon in Leo is at 8 degrees, which I'm going to go into an explanation here in a second, because we're about to go into August. So it's blending with the energies, right? It doesn't just suddenly appears. It kind of grows and then intensifies in the body and then wanes, right? That's how it rolls. Okay, so this week we enter in the 8th month, the 20th or second universal month. 8 is about legacy, death, power, and transformation. It's also about legacy, shared resources, and your ability to cope, to deal. Okay, it's leadership and abundance, inheritance and confidence, and it's also about recognizing money as an exchangeable energy, an equal exchange of energy and value. Okay, the number 8 represents the infinity symbol, as above, so below. So this is a period where manifestations can be created through magic and alchemy. Okay, this is going to be a showing of your strength that adds to your immortality. This is how legends are born, okay? With the Leo energy, that could be new fame, right? New recognition. Okay, so it's time to rise like a phoenix through the fire. And wow, I can't spell. Mercury retrograde, yes, I'm going to blame it. I'm going to blame it on Mercury retrograde. Okay, so 20, or the number 2, is about a new balance, a harmony or team brought about through union and working together instead of dividing and being separated, okay, because we are all one, truly. This will be a period of new romance, romantic communication, okay, in which you're going to be sensitive and intuitive with your partner, or to your partner, or for your partner. Okay, August is the 8th month, appropriately named in honor of the Emperor Augustus Caesar by the Romans, coincidentally not in 8 BC. August means to set apart, or esteemed, or respected and impressive, which goes along with the new moon in Leo, okay, the lion's roar, or the cat's meow. This is also going to be a time, this month, August, a time of great triumph, where love comes out of war. Beautiful. Things couldn't be more beautiful, okay? This is just the beginning, because it's a new moon. So as always with new moons and full moons, you want to be careful of your intentions and make sure you're coming from a place of love and with the utmost integrity and honesty. Okay, you're going to have to speak up for your heart. Speak up for yourself. So at this moment, the planetary energies, we have Chiron retrograde at 5 degrees in Aries, Uranus at 6 degrees in Taurus. We have Mercury retrograde at 23 degrees, which later on the same day, it's going to go direct. Okay, and then the North Node is also in Cancer at 16 degrees. The Sun and the Moon, of course, are conjunct in Leo, and they're also joining conjunction with Venus, because Venus is at 4 degrees. So that's not that it's well, I guess it is a wide orb, but anyways, it's conjunct, so it's working with and working for and working towards. With Venus being at the 4 degrees, it's about control and power and stability. Okay, trying to build a stable love relationship with somebody or something. Okay, Mars is also in Leo at 19 degrees, so it's telling you move, and it's giving you the energy to move, or it's taking all your energy if you don't. Okay, it gives me the feeling of pressure being built up. It could be explosive, or it could be you exploding onto the scene. Okay, so Jupiter is retrograde at 14 degrees in Sagittarius, and Saturn is retrograde along with Pluto in Capricorn, okay, and the South Node is there too at 16 degrees. We have Neptune at 8 degrees, and Black Moon Lilith is at 9 degrees, both in Pisces. So that is the planetary placements, the snapshot on this day in Hawaii. Okay, we have a lot of assisting transits, and I'll go through them fairly quickly without too much explanation. If you want to know more, watch my weekly predictions or weekly horoscope. Okay, so on the 29th, 2 days prior, we have the Sun in Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus, so that could be changes in the home or attention being put on changes in comfort on the home and possessions or changes in your security. Like I said, go look at the horoscope. I have a little bit more explanation on that. Okay, then we have the moon conjuncting the north node. So when that happens, it's encouraging you to join up or to work together, or it's encouraging a union. Okay, but at the same time, it's opposite the south node. So it's arrivals and departures. Okay, somebody's leaving and somebody else is coming in to save the day or help you out. Okay, it could be, you know, the shoulder to cry on or to help you up out of the dumps. Okay, because some people can try to stay in that energy. On the 31st, the day of the new moon, of course, the moon is conjunct with the sun. So you're going to hold strong. You're going to hold strong, and this is a new habit that a new healthy habit that you're trying to keep. For others, you're playing to your ego. Okay, the moon also conjuncts Mercury later on, and that's going to give you high intelligence, high sensitivity, and we're already sensitive from the eclipse, Cancer and Capricorn energy anyways. Okay, so you're trying to figure out how the hell are you going to balance all this shit. Then Mercury goes direct in Cancer at 23 degrees. So all this time, there may not have been a lot said. It may be more so thinking, or there may be issues with communications and traveling, electronics. There was short-circuiting all the way around, physically, mentally, spiritually, short-circuiting. Okay, so some of you guys could have had trouble talking. You could have had issues with your phones. Could have been hacked. There could have been some information spills or leakage. What else? Fires or wiring issues in a vehicle, whether it's a plane, train, automobile, boat. It also could have been physically or mentally shorting out. And, you know, this short circuit it's when I tell you something, it's always physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Sometimes I have to add in there financially. It depends on the situation, but Mercury being retrograde in Cancer kind of put the brakes on a lot of things. Okay, so now that it's going forward, we are coming out. Mercury being in Cancer is being sensitive to how people view you. Okay, you know, really, they see me that way. So you may have been in a period of observation where you were even observing yourself. Okay, and now that it's going direct, you may be able to express yourself with, I want to say with force, but not with force, with confidence, which goes right along with the Leo and already pressing Capricorn and Cancer energies. So you might speak up and say something that you weren't able to, or you might be able to move forward with something with confidence when previously you weren't able to. It seemed like things got in your way. That's kind of what happens. Okay, but whatever it is, it's about communicating or traveling to, for, and about your boundaries. For some, it's like the border wall, or it could be the bottom line where you stand. It could be your fence at your house. It can be like a limit or a glass ceiling. Now you're able to move. Okay, so you're going to be bursting through those boundaries, those rules, those communications, and setting some new ones. Okay, and not really worrying about what others think about you, because you are acting in the utmost care and love for yourself. This is not selfish. This is not ego. This is not bullshit. This is what your heart truly desires. It's what you it's what you resonate with, and it's helping you to align. Where was I? Sorry, I had to pause you for a second. I realized I hadn't put my phone on airplane, so somebody could have kicked me off with a simple phone call. Okay, so also on the new moon, we have Mercury in Cancer is opposite of Pluto or Capricorn. So somebody may be trying to hand you some bullshit about why they're not going to step up or why they don't want to step up. Okay, like, I just can't be in a relationship with you anymore because your hair is red. Okay, it's a bullshit escapist tactic to get away without doing the work, or to without stepping up and into the new. It's your way of trying to back out. So for some, it's your out, the way to get out of the situation, if you're doing so with the best intentions, or if it's healthy for you, like if you're in a toxic relationship and here's your out. Okay, for others, if you want to be a weenie and not step up and compromise with somebody else, you're going to be copping out. Oh, your hair's too blue, or the sky isn't blue enough, or some kind of illogical bullshit reasoning. It could be false information, false facts, false pretense, but at any rate, it's an excuse not to do the work that you should be doing. Okay, and it's also some people are going to rush into a commitment before they consider what is going on. Like, I really truly love him, but it's toxic. Okay, you're not seeing things very clearly. Okay, with that person, it's not going to change. Okay, so if you want to be stuck in this new karma, experiencing the same karmic lessons that we should be getting over, then you're going to be there for a while. You're choosing to suffer, and you're choosing to bow down and giving your power away. Okay, new moon in Leo is about holding your own and having that power. Okay, the number 8, it's in 8 degrees in the 8th month, and it was named August in the 8th year. I mean, how much more do you want? It's for you to step up into your leadership role, or into a role of leadership, not to overpower somebody else, but to work with somebody else to empower them, which empowers you, and you can both be the power couple. I don't know what to tell you, or the power partners. It depends. It might not be a love relationship. It can be family, can be partnership in terms of work, because 8 is the number of legacy. For some of you guys, you may be getting some new recognition, some new fame for whatever it is you're doing, and for some of you guys, you're gonna be busted wide open for your egos. Okay, everybody will know it, and that also speaks to the Mercury retrograde in Cancer. With you might have been trying to keep it hidden, but you're about to be busted wide open for your ego and for your power plays. Okay, exposure. Okay, where was I? Okay, Venus in Leo, trining Chiron in Aries. That's happening on August 1st, and that's going to help ease the pain. Okay, and you can get some support now from other people or through your relationships. You got support all the way around, no matter what you decide to do, if you're doing the right thing. Okay, if you're not doing the right thing, you may experience a little bit of support, but they're going to back off of that. People don't want to jump on the wrong train. They want to back people who are making the right choices and who promote union and togetherness and working together, right? Don't you? I don't want to back the loser. Okay, so Venus in Leo also squares Uranus and Taurus the very next day. Okay, and that's at 6 degrees. So it's taking back service. There's too much bullshit. There's not an even flow of give and take. It's like you choose to give when you feel like it, okay, or somebody chooses to constantly take and never reciprocating. Okay, so your choice of lovers and partners may make you unhappy. Okay, I'm tired of giving too much. I'm not getting anything back. They always have their hand out to me. Or it could be you always having your hand out to somebody else, and you're just like, well, they don't want to give it to me anymore. I'm not happy. Okay, and in other words, you're a sucky bitch. And you take your power from other people by taking their power. Okay, so along with that, this week, okay, while we're still in the new moon in Leo energy, on the 2nd and on the 3rd, we have 2 T-squares that both exit through Jupiter and Sagittarius. One is about your last chance, or getting lucky because you opened up and trusted someone. Or it could be draining and sapping your energy, leaving you depressed. Okay, or you could have realized that I can't trust this fucker. I've already given him too much, and you may not give somebody a chance and just, I'm out. Okay, and or it could be, like I was saying earlier, that helps it along, the lack of clarity. Well, I've thought about it and I really love them, so I'm going to keep giving to them. It's okay if they keep riding roughshod over me because I just love them. That is not loving yourself. Okay, so you're definitely being encouraged to take a chance on others that deserve it, that have proved that you can trust them, or this is their chance to prove to you that you can trust them and that you guys can move forward from here. If not, you have that opt-out, or they might just cop out, and either way, it's going to bring you luck. Okay, because if you've been suffering for too long and you do the right thing, although past the initial pain feels like punishment, you're going to get some kind of reward or some kind of award, okay, for doing the right thing. Whereas if you're not doing the right thing, then you can be scattered. You may be feeling lazy, you could be having a hard time to concentrate, or you may realize that you screwed up and that you've lost a lot. Okay, so we shall see where that takes us. So now I'm going to read to you from the weekly predictions on what I have for the new moon in Leo, my writings. Wednesday, we have a new moon in Leo giving us new spark or inspiration. Leo energy is warm, sincere, and loving. This is about healthy self-esteem and loving ourselves in ways we've forgotten. It's about playing with or like a child, being creative, and very affectionate. This new moon opens the Lion's Gate portal on August 8th, and it activates the heart chakra, bursting it wide open. This is about healthier and better ways to look, feel, think, see, and operate, to be or not to be. Are you loving yourself above all else and making the best choices for yourself? Do you feel good about where you stand now? Or are there some changes that need to be made? Choose to empower yourself by making the right choices for yourself and maintain the love and affection, even if there's a risk of being hurt. Okay, this new moon also brings a new sense of ease or an easement, a new way. Could be easy street. You will step up and use your leadership skills in all areas to achieve relationship and partnership harmony using that great personal charm of yours. With authority, you create a dignified, broad-minded way of being while maintaining hospitality to new ideas and new ways. You have little sympathy for petty and narrow thinking, and you're not going to indulge or suffer a fool. And you refuse to be hampered or held back by someone else's stipulations, rules, orders, or power or demands over you. You like to be the center of attention, Mr. or Mrs. Popular, and you can be highly expressive with the talent to inspire people to do their best. You lift spirits with your presence because people know when you're around, shit gets handled. Okay, you could be attracted to the arts and the music or entertainment industry at this time, and you naturally attract attention yourself with lots of admirers and flirters. Don't lie, you love it. It's always nice to be appreciated and loved. Mercury goes direct in Cancer today, so be confident in who you are. Remember who you are. I just heard Mufasa telling Simba, remember who you are. Okay. Where was I? Be consciously aware of how you are communicating with others. Are you truly hearing what they have to say, or are they hearing what you have to say? Express how you feel without worrying about the outcome, but always come from the heart and remain adamant in the healthy direction you'd like to take this relationship or partnership in. We're still in the shadow of retrograde for a few more days, so take care if you need to have a meeting or discussion. Outline your points, make sure that there is integrity in your reasoning, and be prepared to compromise so everyone can win. If you want to come in full force with a huge ego, you may suffer a huge loss, okay? Some can be adamant about maintaining a power they should be giving up or sharing as they feel this situation is personal. It's not, okay? They may try to bully, boss, or guilt trip you into or out of something in order to maintain their imbalanced status quo. They may use bullshit reasons, false information, or manipulated facts to push or force you into or out of something, like your services are no longer required because your hair is blue. Something illogical or a flawed, skewed perception, like you overstepped your boundaries when in reality you handled something that had been neglected, okay? Or this could come out as a projection where you are being blamed for someone else's shortcoming. You know, pointing fingers, you always, or you never, or you're not enough, or you don't give me enough, fill in the blank, or They try to make them feel like they're better than you. That's ego talking. Or they try to make you feel like they should have all the control. In fact, they're demanding it or trying to manipulate it. Okay? Good luck with that. Make sure you think carefully before you rush into any commitments or action. We're still in the shadow of the retrograde. You might regret any unreasonable, unhealthy power plays in a few days. Or if you went along with them and gave up your power, you're going to be feeling that pain. Okay? What you want to do is try your best to forgive and forget and just love each other with open arms, okay? Can't we all just get along? Enough with the drama already. It's time for a new path, a new road, or a new easement. In the Mauna Kea Protectors case, they might be building an easement to access, or if they're still trying to dominate, okay, and if they're not budging, or they're going to try and throw some offers out there on the table to try and find a better way where everybody can work together, okay? For some, they're embarking on Easy Street where things are more relaxed and comfortable. For others, open arms may be the rage they have pent up, or it could be a new ruling or something referring to or about possessing, carrying, or displaying weapons, you know, open arms. And I was hearing Journey, open arms. And actually, we're already seeing this because the energy is rolling in. We've got North Korea showing their big missiles, Mr. Rocket Man. Not that I'm making fun of him, but you know that is a display of open arms. Okay, and a lot of that is due to ego. Okay, so there's good and there's bad, and we're gonna see them all. Numbers for that day. If you want to know what they're all about, then you need to watch my morning reading. To find out about them. We have 31, 23, 8, 8, 23, 21. So there's changes in boundaries, in confidence. There's some new information, a new way, a new expression is being traversed. Okay, and this one is authentic. Leo is the energy of healthy self-esteem. It's authoritative, it's playful, vibrant, creative, broad-minded, colorful, fun-loving, dignified, affectionate, outgoing, with an instinct for leadership. It's magnetic, warm, and it's heart-centered emotions. They're quick, accurate learners when feelings are involved, okay? But they refuse to be hampered by other people's rules. They're extremely intelligent and hospitable to new ideas, but they have little sympathy for petty and narrow thinking. Although Leo likes to be the center of attention, it doesn't necessarily mean you do. It just may mean that you're going to be getting a lot of attention. You may or may not like it, but you're going to have to deal with it. Okay, so it's also being highly expressive, being drawn to theater, music, painting, and the arts. It's like the showbiz persona with a wonderful sense of humor and great personal charm. This is the energy of being sincere and open, lifting people's spirits in a healthy way. Okay. Also, as a natural leader and an excellent host, you confront problems head on. A lot of times you like to put your lover on a pedestal, basically lip service. Oh, honey, you're so awesome. Only to be disappointed when they don't live up to your expectations because you see them as an extension of yourself, okay? And it wounds your pride and ego. Okay, so this is pride, the difference between proud and pride and ego. You want everyone to admire you, okay, so you flirt because you're addicted to attention. Okay, and it doesn't go for everybody. This may be unwanted attention, but this is what you're going to be experiencing and seeing. Or you're going to be seeing, you know, like I said, can I get a witness? You might be witnessing this. Okay, so the shadow side to this Leo energy is being self-indulgent, self-centered, conceited, arrogant, overbearing, bullying, being egotistical, bossy, and there's also that jealous and possessiveness too. Did I say overbearing? Being vain, drawn to luxuries, overreacting, drama, and overreaching, like promising more than you can deliver. Oh yeah, I got you, I can handle that. Or, oh yeah, I can buy that, I got all this money. Let's be real here. Now with this Leo energy, bodily parts, it can affect your circulatory system, your heart and your spine, because it happens when you have emotional strain or you physically overexert yourself with all this fire energy, you may be doing a lot of things, okay? Can be back and spine issues. Not saying that there isn't other things that are going to be affected, but if you want to know a little bit more, watch my weekly predictions. Okay, so Leo is the 5th house of sex and creativity, enjoyment of life, resources, play, self-expression, love affairs, children, drama, theater, showbiz, art, your ability to be creative, risk-taking, how you have fun. It's also gambling and some functions of investing, okay? It's schools, resorts, games and sports, ability to receive love and give it, and your perception of the love that you got as a child. It can also be childlike or childish qualities and the ability to be romantic. Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay, the sun is about self-expression, energy, vitality, decision-making, recognition, a personal identity, the self, your individuality, your personality, blah, blah, blah. It's also focus, light, growth, attention. It's a sign that all is growing well, and that life is in bloom, or it's beginning to bloom because it's a new moon, right? Okay, without further ado, Aries, this is going to be in your 9th house of mental exploration, long distance travel, philosophical beliefs, study, higher learning, ethics, and moods. You're going to have creativity and leadership abilities. It is a great time for planning and ideas or a perspective shift, okay? Looking at things a different way. You're going to be establishing a generic pattern and adding details to it later. So now you're writing a new instructional guide about how this is going to look. This is new territory. Okay, so there could be some new publishing efforts. You might be starting to account for something. Could be in writing. I don't know. There's pressure to produce. Okay, avoid hasty commitments. Think first. Think before you speak or act, and be thoughtful and deliberate and measured in your efforts. Through temptation and discouragement of efforts, stay on track. Taurus, this is going to be in your 10th house of career and public standing, personal status, goals, fame, success, achievement, and public image. You're going to have stronger passion and some money-making skills. There's going to be some new there's some new developments in your career, and there's going to be some intense pressure to produce. Do it, get her done. Lots of action. It's going to be hard to keep track, and don't forget any of the details. Make sure you write things down because it is retrograde, right? You could forget something. You want to be honestly represented in your personal and professional status. You want people to know who you are and what you're about and what you can do. Okay, so you may be reworking your skills or refreshing your resume because just a slight twist of words can move you up a notch, or changing how you look at your skills and rewriting the package can be a better presentation or more authentic as to what your skills are. Gemini, this is going to be in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, friends, social life, groups, and society. You have a dynamic, compelling personality. With you, feelings may run high among close friends, and an intensity is available right now that can renew the love and passion that first fueled your relationships. It can be worth risking upset to get at what you're really feeling and share it with those that matter the most. Because there's a crazy atmosphere surrounding everything, you can kind of say things that you haven't before, okay? Wear your heart on your sleeve and don't worry about the income. It's about expressing how you really feel. It's good for you. I just heard beans is good for your heart. The more that mostly the good for your heart, but they were telling me in that song. So funny. Okay, so the same ability to burst out of your shell is also going to aid you in getting yourself into a new company that you might have thought you didn't care about before, okay? Or it might have been, with all this retrograde energy, it might have been something that you passed up because you were busy or you dismissed it, coming back up again. And you're going to be picking up some allies, okay? An approach of disarming honesty is going to make you welcome in unexpected places. Hooking up with the vibe tribe. Woot woot. Cancer, this is going to be in your 12th house of self-undoing, secrets, sorrows, secret dreams, endings, closure, healing, and spirituality. You're going to have a heightened emotional impact on others. there's eruptions of the unconscious. Okay, so there's some issues. You need to speak up, and it's gonna come out. Might come out in not the best way, but things have to come out to the surface. You can't keep it secret anymore. You may want to be careful not to betray secrets or let the cat out of the bag prematurely. Okay, think about what you're saying and think about who you're talking to. Don't say the first thing that comes to mind, or you could give away more than you intend to. And I think I was channeling that there would be like some leaks or something. Okay, could be leaks in the eyes, could be leaking of water, or you may accidentally blurt something out, or somebody could find something out on accident. Okay, don't blow it. Some new deals are being struck behind the scenes with a strong sense of urgency, but they're not necessarily justified. So watch that you don't climb aboard the wrong bandwagon now. Wait until things come out in the open to make a decision, okay, or to take sides. Even though it feels like you can have an advantage in secrecy, you know, because open covenants, openly arrived at, are the better part of honor. And I actually want to say valor. Okay, if you want to come from your heart, don't be sneaky. You need to lay your cards on the table and let people know what they're dealing with. Face them so they may have the opportunity to face you or face themselves. Leo, this is going to be in your first house of self, personality, self-expression, first impression, beginnings, and your attitude. You're going to have creativity and leadership abilities. Okay, this is personal beginnings for you. You're in the spotlight. People are watching you, or you are being watched. Okay, you're going to have to step up and display some confidence in a new situation where you're getting a lot of attention. Maximize this opportunity, okay, and you will want to look at your behaviors and how you perform. You could be a little tired at this time, or it may run you ragged, so make sure you get additional rest if needed. Eat well, sleep well, treat yourself well. Virgo, this is going to be in your second house of material security, money and possessions, values, work, daily routines, and environment. You are going to have stronger passion and money-making skills. Okay, for a day or so, you're going to be really pressured to fund some projects. Okay, they're going to require investment, and you need to do it now. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. They're all urgent. Okay. Don't be impulsive. Please think before you act or speak, because if you invest wisely, it's going to bring you some good returns in the next couple of weeks. Just watch your spending, okay? But you are going to have to do things now, or you're going to miss that opportunity. Strike while the iron is hot. Libra, this is going to be in your third house of communications, intellectual ability, siblings, friends, neighbors, and community. You're going to have a dynamic, compelling personality. For you, it's action time, okay? There's a lot of communication and a lot of traveling. Your phone could be ringing off the hook. People are trying to communicate with you. You're trying to get a hold of them. They're coming to visit you. You're going to visit them. I mean, there's so action time. I am bullshitting, okay? Your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. New ideas and propositions need your opinion or decision, so your challenge is going to be to sort the confusion, okay? Make wise choices, don't obsess, decide, and move on. You're going to be meeting some new people and make some strong personal connections and bonds, okay? And you also are going to be linking up with people who have interests that are similar to your own. For you, it's Vibe Tribe time also. Right on. Scorpio, this is going to be in your fourth house of home, early and later emotional security, family, and roots. You are going to have heightened emotional impact on others. At this time, there could be some raised tensions at home. You might be wanting some space, or you need space, peace, and quiet. Creativity and organizing and arranging the personal space is highlighted. Okay, so it's obviously a good time to start some home-related projects as a way to utilize the extra energy that you're feeling. Okay, express your feelings to someone else. Expressing your feelings to someone else can help you intimately bond, but make sure you're clear and not misunderstood. Okay, at this time, you really want to feel at home or comfortable with someone. And frankly, you probably can't keep still either. Okay, excess energy. So channel that in a fruitful way. Sagittarius, this is going to be in your fifth house of sex and creativity, enjoyment of life, resources, play, and self-expression. You're going to have creativity and leadership abilities. For you, the universe says, Full speed ahead, go party. Okay, find a party to go to or give one. This is a time for extra enjoyment where you can play with children or play like a child. So for you, because it's the 5th house, you got double Leo energy. Fun, fun, fun. Time to be spontaneous, okay? And you might be feeling inspired too. You've got this wonderful inspirational energy behind you, and you can inspire others too. It's a good time to engage but not be a designated driver. Okay, both literally and figuratively, and you can be safely irresponsible. So have fun. Capricorn, this is going to be in your 6th house of service and health, responsibility, and organization. For you, there's stronger passion and money-making skills, okay? You're going to have strength and intense resourcefulness and far-ranging interests, okay? It's a good time to check your blood pressure. If it's not elevated, you're in pretty good shape. If you have health issues, you need to make sure that you're doing everything in moderation, okay? You may want to start something new health habit wise, but do your research and make sure it's reasonable and that you're willing to stick with it, okay? Same with your workplace. It's time to clean house and start fresh, and don't overexert yourself. Aquarius, this is going to be in your 7th house of marriage and partnership, relationships, and sharing. You will have a dynamic, compelling personality. You're going to be finding a new partner or turning over a new leaf with an old one. There could be a flood of emotional intensity that could change the direction of the partnership or relationship. Although things are being overstated, because Leo is about drama, the message is sincere and needs to be taken seriously. Breakthroughs can occur now, and you can achieve a closer bond with the one you love. Pisces, this is going to be in your 8th house of death and regeneration. Ability to deal with life, intimacy, sex, bonding, shared property, and resources. You're going to have quickness of mind, practicality, and persistency. Okay, and a heightened emotional impact on others. You too are going to be turning over a new leaf, reworking and refurbishing the things that you have, okay? Taking care of things that you've been neglecting. Preserve it. Watch indulging, don't overspend. Take or buy what you need, but no more, because you may need that resource for later. All right, guys, this has been your predictions for the new moon in Leo energy. I will see you guys tomorrow in the new moon in Leo reading Horrorscope. Okay, guys, love you. Take care.